Good morning, good morning. Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate agent. Walking the doggos. Hey, I'm dressed appropriately this morning and I'm so happy because I ran into a buyer this morning coming out, walking my dogs at my very favorite neighborhood, North Lake, in beautiful Glenlock Farms. And he approaches me and says, what's going on in this neighborhood? I'm like, well, you're lucky. I sold the most homes in this neighborhood. And also I'm a 6 times #1 agent with Keller Williams The Woodlands last year. So I know a thing or two about this market. Could tell him all the days on market of all the listings we have there, the ups and downs. What is the good and the bad and the ugly about the listings. And he's looking for a home with pool. And I told him, sometimes you can build a pool and you get exactly the pool that you want. We have a property in the neighborhood and the pool is special, to say. It's a special pool. And he wanted a pool that is not so special, that is just very like what the majority of people would appreciate in a pool. So I told him I have an amazing pool builder. If you want a patio added, what I would recommend, you can have a patio added. And I can help you with all the contacts, because he said, yeah, for you it's easy because you have all the contacts. I'm like, well, you become my client and you have all the amazing contacts too. So now I got a deal with all the agents that listed the homes for a price where the seller is dreaming, because it's a big mansion. It is just a box, but it has potential. But now it is my job to sell an overpriced listing that is just very boring and very cookie cutter, and the carpets are from 1980. Oh no, the houses were not built 1980, 2000, whenever, 12 or whatever, when our houses here were built. And it's a little bit tricky, you know, but my clients trust me and I got them step by step. And there's a reason why certain homes are sitting on the market and other houses flying off the shelf. So which one would you want to be when you're the seller? You want to be represented by an agent who hits the pedal to the metal and gets your property sold quick and for the highest possible price, right? Because you don't get highest price when you're on the market 4 weeks, 8 weeks. What will happen? What will happen? Every buyer knows that they're the only buyers out there. That's my position now. And I have my clients pull it up when I represent them on the buyer side. Look up my turnover time. Look up how long I have a listing listed, active. Take out the days where we're coming soon, of course. And then also look up when I'm on the buyer side. And they were like, oh yeah, we saw some and they were 160 days on the market, or 90 days or 120 days on the market. And I'm like, well, watch out. Look that we are on the buyer side. And that's how I negotiate for my buyer. Because at one point the poor seller is just the poor seller. Honestly, it was the greedy seller. The seller that wanted a certain price. And the agent just said, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Instead of saying, you know, to tell you the bloody honest truth, your price is illusionary. You should be here and there. And that's how I list homes. And those people that don't want to be honest to themselves, they're committed to misery. They need they need a different agent anyways. Someone who just speaks after their mouth. Guess what? That's not me. But I will represent you honestly. I walk the neighborhoods. I door knock. If this guy signs up with me and there is no home out there like he wants, let's say I show him the 3 that we have on the market for a little eternity. He doesn't like them, like all the other buyers didn't like them and didn't write an offer or didn't even want to see it. Then I go out and I write what is called the golden letter. I go out to the neighbors and say, hey, we need a 5-bedroom with a pool, or we need a 4-bedroom pool or no pool. Buyer is willing to build a pool. Those things. And then I actually go to work for my clients, for the buyers and for the sellers, no matter the price point. But this one would be luxury and I totally love it. Love me some pretty homes. I love me also some big mansions that are boxy with the potential. And then I share my vision with a buyer. Super cool too, because I know they would have an amazing house later. So I have a home next to me and the buyer bought it. First thing they did is rip out all the kitchen, made it spectacular and beautiful. They love their home now. The only thing that they didn't like was the kitchen, and they had enough in their piggy bank to just put in a new kitchen. Good for them, right? Deep pockets, like me, some deep pockets. So yeah, for that you need a top agent and not just someone who just slams it on the MLS, gets some professional pictures and they're done with it. And once a week they do an open house simply to find themselves more buyers. Oh, usually open houses do not bring the buyer. Sometimes, yeah, I had it just recently, but very rarely. So for you to be listed professionally is super important. And on the buyer's side, so have an agent that sees the potential and the advantages of a home that already set on the market. Does not have to say that the roof is leaky or the electrical panel is burned up or so. It does not have to say that. It can just be that they were overpriced or that they were ugly. But usually it is the two of them. Usually they're a little bit ugly and overpriced. And we have a seller that wants to take advantage that we have no inventory in this market. And they're like, let's take advantage of that. There will be one dummy out there that we are selling this house. Let's just wait for the next dummy. So my job is that you're not the next dummy, that you're buying a home that you will love, that will fit your needs, and that we don't overpay for whatever is the condition. If it's amazing, sometimes you have to pay amazing. But when it is only half amazing, let's not pay more than half amazing, okay? Okie dokie. I gotta jump off now. I need to morph from homeless. See my fanny pack? I try to look my ugliest in the morning. I'm switching from homeless fanny pack lady, take a shower, and I'm in church like a top agent, looking like a top agent. Okay, you guys make it a wonderful Sunday. I hope I have houses to sell later. Okay, bye.